Hello, in this video, we will look at processing two-dimensional arrays. We will use several examples to demonstrate how to write a code using two-dimensional arrays. So let's assume we have this two-dimensional array with the row size and column size. Please note that this is our constant fixed value. Now, this first example, initializing array with input value. We're going to write the code to prompt the user to enter the values for the array. So using a two-dimensional, this is the two-dimensional array. So we write this nested for loop. So for I, from 0 and to the row, end of the row. And for the j, from 0 to end of the column. So we're going to assign the value to matrix brackets I, brackets j. Now this code is to initialize array with random value. So for this is typically using a nested for loop, and the outer loop is for the row and the inner loop is for the column. So now we have matrix row column assigned with this random integer. Displaying arrays. So again, using nested for loop, display every element in the array, summing all elements in the array. So we have this initial, this value total is 0, and add the every element in the two-dimensional array into total. Summing elements by column. So now we have this is the column here. The column. Now this column is the outer loop column. So look at this is the total for each column, and for every row now we are going to get the total for every element in this column sent to add it to total. So after this for loop is finished, we have the sum of the column for this column here, index column, and this is the total. Now this program is to find out which row has the largest sum. So you're going to have this, find the get the sum of the first row. So you're going to get the sum of the first row now as the best case. So this is the initial max row, and index is 0. Now we're going to go start for the next row and to look for its total and compare this total of this row with the max row. If it's greater, now the max row is updated and the index of max row is now also updated. After this for loop is finished, so we have the index of the max row, and also the max value for that row is displayed. Now let's look at the random shuffling. So this is, you're going to randomly shuffle the element. So what we do is to look at the I and j. So for the index in the row and the column, we're going to randomly generate I1 and J1. So that's going to be random index, a row and a column, and swap the element matrix IJ with matrix I1, J1. So this is random shuffling. That is all for this section on processing two-dimensional arrays. See you on the next video.